एक कवी अशें सांगता, धाट रानामध्ये शिरकलो, वाट दिसनासतना घुसपडलो, वाट मुखारसून येतना दिसलो साबार वाटो, शिकपाक कसलेंच पूर्ण विराम म्हणलें ना. हर एक शिकाप आमकां नवी दिशा दाखयता. आज आमकां क्रिस्तांवांक सरकारा तोंड मेळच्या सवलते विशयांत मयेत दितात माणदीक बाब विन्संट डिसोजा. गांवांत इंद फिरगजीचे प्रस्तुत CODPचे कार्यदर्शी तशेंच इन्स्टिट्यूट फॉर सोशल डेव्हलपमेंटाचे डिरेक्टर सहजीवन ओक्कोटा हाचे डिरेक्टर जावन सेवा दिवन आसात आनी MA आनी LLB पदवी आपणायल्या. आज ते आमचे सांगाता आसचे आमचे बाग. तांच्या जणवैबरीत उतराक आयकोवया. स्वागत तुमकां फादर विन्सेंट डिसोजा.
My dear friends, today we are going to learn about minority rights and minority schemes. Our constitution gives the minority religions a special privilege to run our own institutions, to establish them, to manage them and conduct its policies, as it's a privilege given by our constitution. The true measure of any society can be found in how it treats its most vulnerable members, says Mahatma Gandhi. This is the ideal note we must attend to. If the nation managed or controlled by the majority members of a major religion called Hinduism, we, the members of the minor religions like Muslims, Christians, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis, all these members of the religion are protected by our Indian constitution ideals. Therefore, Gandhi instructs, warns the governments, the hands that rule the minority religions, to rule them with benevolence, with the true kindness, so that the vulnerable members, like the members of the minor religions, must be ruled well and they must get all the benefits given by our most fundamental book. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. This is an important formula for the young energy of India, as this wisdom helps us to know that there isn't a future which is at hand and then we keep ready the future and youth are there. No. But first we have to build our youth for the future. So in order to empower all of you, my dear friends, let's learn the minority rights that are given to us and all the minority schemes. I shall stress only a few ones so that we learn about them. In India, we have multiple religions, cultures and traditions. There are 8 major religions, cultures and traditions. There are 8 major religious belief systems with their distinct heritage and culture. We have different languages, dances, music, sculpture, architecture. And the beauty of India is the various members getting migrated from different nations, coming into India, living near the river bays and enriching the mud, the soil, the waters, the forest, the resources of India with their own particular contribution. We are Muslims with their different culture. We have Christians with their special language, traditions, heritage. They are contributing to India. Likewise, other religions, minor religions, Parsis, Jains, these have different traditions. So, the governments, may it be central or the state, all the governments must protect their heritage, their traditions. Therefore, minority religion has got its own rights, its own privileges. My dear friends, minority word comes from the Latin word mino, meaning small in number, very small. The followers of the above mentioned religions are small in number compared to Hindus in India. Members of the Constituent Assembly led by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru resolved to bring in a safeguard mechanism to protect minority religions. Article 29 and Article 30 of the Constitution protects the rights of the minorities. This is the important article to be remembered, my dear friends. Article 29 and Article 30. Article 30, Section 1 gives provision to the minority communities to establish and administer an educational institute of their choice for propagation, for protection of their culture and heritage. You see, this is an unique place given to the minority religions, and especially for us, when we apply this to Christianity, we have the right to establish, to manage and protect our own institutions, and through these institutions keep our heritage, keep our culture. We have to learn to adapt this culture, and we have to improve the traditions that are given to us. According to Article 30, Section 2, the government should not discriminate against any educational institution run by any minority group, whether it is minority by religion or language. The Supreme Court has ruled in S.K. Patrao versus State of Bihar that a minority community can only claim the privileges under Article 30 must be a minority person residing in India. This is very important to note. Any member living in India, a citizen of India, shall get all these privileges, not a foreigner. That is judged in this case, in the above case. That we must remember. Government schemes for minority. Government schemes for minority. Let us attend to these schemes one by one, and let us understand how they are helpful to our community as Christians. Government of Karnataka under Christian Development Program provides various trainings under skill development programs. It provides scholarship to students who want to be entrepreneurs. Government aid is available for building, renovation of church, for the construction of church, and for the renovation of church, for the construction of community hall, renovation of community hall, and for the construction or renovation of cemetery. These are all the facilities given to us by our government of Karnataka, especially through this Christian development program. Through the development committee, the government has set up a committee, and it looks after the welfare of the Christians and all the minority religions. As well, we have minority welfare department that looks after all these schemes. Government aid is available for buildings, renovation, and for all the welfare measures. Let us concentrate on the following schemes useful for students and general community. First, pre-matric scholarship schemes, post-matric schemes, merit cum means based scholarship schemes for poor but meritorious students. You see here, not only poverty is considered, but amidst the poverty a student must score well, must be meritorious to get this scholarship. So accordingly government fixes a standard of marks, a percentage, and then gives this scholarship. We have to avail the maximum benefit of it. We have to work on community level through a well established structure. Another scheme, this is a beautiful scheme by central government, therefore the words are in Hindi, Naya Savera, Naya Savera. This scheme gives free coaching and allied schemes, and this scheme is very helpful for poor students. They get free coaching for preparation of writing entrance examination of technical professional courses and competitive examination. This is a central government scheme, very much useful for the bright, though they are poor, for the bright students who want to excel, competing professional courses, writing exams, competitive exams for professional courses. Another scheme, Nai Roshini, another beautiful scheme for the leadership development of women who belong to minority communities. Central government schemes are very helpful and they have a lot of weightage and an importance given to women, especially of the minority communities, so that their leadership quality is developed, skill is developed, and thus they are helped truly. Let us focus on Maulana Azad Education Foundation. This foundation implements education and employment oriented related programs, laying priority for poor girls of weaker sections of minority community. This is a central government scheme, very much useful for the girl children, those who are scoring well and those who have an interest to study and excel for further studies and go higher to reach up to university education. My dear friends, we must have heard of this scheme, Arivu Loan scheme. Most of us know it. This Arivu Loan scheme is meant for those students of minority religions who have passed out meritorious through CET, NEET exams. Students should have Aadhaar card, SSLC marks card, caste and income certificate, CET NEET admission card, photo of the student and parent, and ration card. Eligibility for those who want to enter into professional courses. This Arivu Loan scheme helps very much for those who want to enter into professional courses. Have you heard of eShram card? This is a new scheme, recently come. eShram card, Asangatita Karmika card. Very popular scheme these days, we are hearing, we are reading about it on the papers. Many times the philanthropists, NGOs, the people, those social workers are asked to get united and download the names of all those laborers coming under different categories under eShram card. All those workers who are not enrolled on social security schemes like EPF, EPS, ESI, gratuity, etc. All those who do not get all these facilities are to enroll in this eShram card. All daily wage workers come under this scheme. More than 26 types of workers can avail this scheme. Imagine the benefit the laborers are going to get. More than 26 categories of workers. When there are workers employed by an employer and getting all the social security facilities, what about these poor workers, daily wage workers who have nothing to gain or keep at the end when they are retired? No schemes, no welfare measures, and these workers will get benefit under this scheme. remember, those who are already enrolled under the building construction workers do not get this scheme. They do not get this because they already get different benefits in workers, building construction workers scheme. That is a beautiful scheme where they get lots of benefit. So, here in this scheme, the workers who are enrolled under construction workers scheme cannot register their names under this eShram portal. Those who have labor card, those who have labor card under this scheme are eligible to Prime Minister Security Insurance, Social Security and all other social welfare benefits to be declared in future. They will get the benefit under this. This is another scheme which most of the NGOs and most of the minor community members try to get for their poor people. We as members of the minority religions must strive to get this benefit under this beautiful scheme called Building and Construction Workers Welfare Scheme. The government of Karnataka's welfare board registers the workers for the above scheme. Once they are registered, they get a labor identity card with their family details with the validity for a definite term. It is like insurance premium receipt. It is good that when we avail this card or register this card in the family, if we are building construction workers, we must see that those who are above 18 must register. It is not only that head of the family registers and then others forfeit all the benefits. All must register, including the head of the family, wife if she is the building construction worker, can work in any way under building construction. It need not be mason or painter or plumber or electrician. Whatever way you are involved in the construction of buildings or even the drainage systems, all that is attached to building, the concept called building, are eligible under this scheme. We must remember the validity date is mentioned, example like 10/11/2019 to 10/11/2022, which means the first registered beneficiary, when he gets the card is valid for 3 years with the date they issue, and he or she, one who registered, must be careful to see within the stipulated time he or she must renew the card. Here it is 3 years, 10/11/2022, immediately before a few days must apply for renewal. Otherwise, a day later he or she shall not get any benefit. Let us say accidental benefit is there. Suppose one day is more not renewed, then all benefits are lost. So, renewal application should be given before the validity date. If the renewal is not done on the prescribed day, there is a forfeit of the benefit too. This is very important. It is called time limit under Limitation Act. So, must apply one day or a few days before the prescribed time too. Let us go for income, caste, minority certificates. There are different kinds of certificates given by different departments, and in Karnataka, the government of Karnataka, we have different modalities for different certificates. The applications are available at Nada Kacheri or Atal Janasnehi Kendra. One has to apply to the Tahsildar through Nada Kacheri, but now the power of approval of all these certificates is given to Deputy Tahsildar. Earlier the authority was Tahsildar, but now they have given it to the sub authority, to Deputy Tahsildar. So, all types of certificates are directed to Nada Kacheri or Atal Janasnehi Kendra. there is a time limit prescribed to the issue of each certificate. Though here also we must be very careful, because we are minor in India, and any benefit that we get, we must be very careful to fill in the application in time and to renew it in time. Otherwise, the certificates have no validity for the next day if that expires before. To get benefits under the construction welfare schemes, the following conditions have to be fulfilled strictly. My dear friends, my dear young ones, this is very important. It is not easy that we get benefit. You see, all these conditions are there, and they are given black and white, and we must follow. If we do not follow these conditions, then nothing of it we get. No benefits we can avail, we can experience. The first one, proper application forms for proper benefits. For example, under this building construction workers welfare scheme, there is a benefit for accident, and there is a particular form, and that form has to be filled, and that form has to be checked out, approved and authorized, approved by the designated authority. The authority designated must be the one which has been notified by the government. Anybody or anybody's sign does not give the validity. If undersigned authority is below that standard to issue the certificate, to issue the particular certificate for the benefit, then it cannot be, he or she cannot get the benefit. And there is, we must remember, time limit for renewal and application submission. There is a time limit. In the form itself it is given, or in the general instruction it is given. For different facilities, different schemes, there is a time limit, and there is a time to renewal of the application, and the submission too. We must submit it in time, before at the prescribed time limit. The third, labor identity card to be issued by proper authority. You see, there is a particular authority mentioned to issue the labor identity card, who are to be declared the laborers under building construction. So, labor card is the mark, labor card is the sign to show or to certify that he or she is a laborer under this department. Though the particular proper authority must issue this labor identity card. Fourth, submission of proper documents within the prescribed limited time. So, as I said, for accident there is a proper form, for marriage aid there is a proper form, for benefit under a deformity, when there is by accident handicap or deformity happens, there is a different form, and there is aid in the time of, at the time of marriage, there is a different form. All these forms are different for different benefits. So, one must be careful to apply under different forms. The benefits available in Karnataka under building and construction workers welfare schemes are many, as I said before. Let us go through one by one. First, accident benefit. This benefit is given for those who get enrolled under building construction workers welfare scheme. If the worker is facing or is meeting with an accident, the proper inquiry should be done, the proper report should go, there should be medical report, and then an FIR should be filed in the police station, and that it should be an accident. And especially when it comes to this accident benefit at the time of building construction, then the definite benefit shall go to the person who gets accident while working, while in the construction, while on the transportation of construction materials, and especially at the time of building the construction work. This benefit covers death by accident or covers full or partial handicap. If by accident one laborer loses the important limbs that are useful to gain the money, gain the wages by construction works, let us say a leg or a hand is called partial deformity, one becomes handicapped. Suppose by accident one becomes full handicap, then the benefits amount is more. So, benefits are subject to many conditions. Accordingly, one must get the benefit and one must apply for it within the time limit and with all the enclosures, all the application format and all the evidences, documents. That is a beautiful scheme or the pension scheme which laborer is to benefit. This benefit is called pension under accidental event. The pension along with compensatory amount up to rupees 2 lakhs is declared subject to conditions. This is a double benefit we can say. At the time of accident, not only the money for treatment, but the pension along with the compensatory amount. Pension one gets at a periodical time, annually, but this is an additional benefit which is called compensatory benefit which shall go up to rupees 2 lakhs, but subject to certain conditions. So, my dear friends, we have gone through benefits like accident benefit and pension benefit, insurance and compensatory benefit. Let us now go through another benefit which is called medical benefit, We also say labor health benefit. This benefit is available when the laborer is admitted under health issues. Already there are fixed health issues or a particular fixed sicknesses, the benefit is available. So, a laborer, when he or she is admitted, if the prescribed benefit is there for proper sicknesses, then there is a medical benefit. Laborer treatment benefit, another benefit for the treatment of the patient. This help is available for patients under different sickness. So, the health benefit is when one has to get the benefit in the process of treatment for the betterment of the health, and there is a particular benefit when one is admitted and one is really sick, then the benefit is double and then it is helpful for the entire welfare of the laborer. We shall go through the pension schemes. It is for those who have been contributing regularly up to 60 years. Up to 60 years, the laborer, building construction laborers have to contribute. Such laborer will get pension after 60 years, completion of 60 years. But then before that, the laborer has to continuously contribute. Let us say a little interval between a few years intermittence, that could be adjusted. But when the laborer reaches 60, before 3 years before, continuously one has to pay the amount, one has to regularly contribute to the pension scheme. Then definitely the laborer will not have any tension, because he or she will get pension after 60 years, and that will be the greatest benefit. Maternity benefit, Mother Lakshmi bond, Thai Lakshmi bond. Under this scheme, women will get rupees 2 lakhs for the boy child rupees 3 lakh for girl child. The benefit is available up to 2 deliveries. Beautiful for mother. It's called Thai Lakshmi Bond or Mother Lakshmi Bond. Mother Child Aid. This aid is, my dear friends, for the child especially of the mother, the child of the mother, for nutritious food. 500 each month is given to the mother, is given in the name of the child under the care of the mother, so that child becomes nutritious, and in the long run the same child grows into maturity, into good health, and the same child becomes a mother, well-fitting, healthy mother. Therefore, this is a beautiful scheme for the child under the direction, under the guidance of the mother. Funeral expenses. If the laborer dies, or the members of the family who are registered under this scheme dies, he or she gets rupees 4,000 as expenses for the funeral, and in addition rupees 50,000 compensation for the family. A beautiful welfare scheme and beautiful consideration given for a poor laborer, so that even from his labor time of the labor, time of the work, till the end, when he dies, he should not die a beggar or should not die helpless. He should have a dignified funeral, and addition also 50,000 compensation. Marriage aid. Under this facility, those laborers who are enrolled for building construction works as laborer get rupees 50,000 for the registered laborer, or at the time of the marriage for the 2 dependent children of the laborer at the time of their marriage. Either the one who is registered himself or herself gets married, she or he gets, or our children. Either way, this facility benefits for the one registered laborer or the children. For the 2 children, this benefit is given. So far I have explained all the benefits, all the schemes. After explaining all these schemes, my dear friends, we must remember certain points. The points which we must remember are, the government policies keep on change. As and when the new government rule the citizens, we must be careful. We the minority must try to tap general schemes meant for poor. The facilities given to Christians are narrowed down when it is shared between the other religions. I said there are several other minor religions, not only Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, Parsis, Jains, Sikhs, so many religions are there, and usually among these religions the dominant religion is Islam, the Muslim religion. So they have a lot of members, and then when the benefit has to be shared between different communities, other communities will suffer, and especially we must be careful not only to tap only schemes under minority religion, but general schemes we must tap. Therefore, we must be prudent to get admission under other general social welfare schemes meant for the poor. Community efforts. I am telling you these, and you also know it definitely, that we must help our community. We must have a spirit of helping our community. So, our youth must establish a help desk at their own churches to tap various social schemes which are general to all religions. So, all youth coming together, getting united to help their community members will tell a lot, and that way a community will get help. It is not that we individually apply and keep quiet and do not tell anybody, then he or she will not get so easily, because a few applications like that individually go, and then it is not remarkable. The government or any department looks at the number of applications, number of applicants. Therefore, we see in other communities they are getting united, 1 or 2 works entirely for the whole day for the community members. They do not mind getting some help from the children or from the community members, but one or two entirely work for them, and they are ready to do anything to get the benefit for the community. Likewise, we and you especially, youngsters, young friends, those who are energetic, those who are young, come together, establish a help desk and get benefit and help to get benefit for the community, for our own community. Thank you.